Hello and welcome everyone. I am Jay Dalsaniya and in this video we are going to study the question check if strings are rotations of each other or not. Okay, so this question is pretty simple but it requires creative thinking on how to solve this question, right? So we'll be first of all reading the problem statement and then we'll be moving towards the approach of this question. Okay, so let's start. So in this question, you are given two strings of equal lengths S1 and S2. The task is to check if S2 is the rotated version of the string S1 or not. Okay, and note the characters in the strings are in lowercase. Okay, so all the characters will be given to you in all the strings will be in lowercase. So first of all, let's take one of the example and let's have a look at the problem statement. So I've taken the same test case which is given to us in the question, and this is the original string and this is the rotated string. So basically you will be given two different strings. One is original and another one is rotated string. So let's say the original string is gigs for gigs and the rotated string is for gigs gigs. So you have to find out whether this rotated is the rotated version of this original or not. Okay, so let's take this string original and let's copy it over here. Now what I'll be doing, I'll be trying to rotate it. So if I try to rotate it, let's say if I copy this two characters GE and paste it at the end of the string. So this is one of the rotation, right? So this is what I'll be getting as a rotated string. But I don't think this rotated string and the output string which we got are matching, right? So let's try out more rotations. So let's say if I take this entire EKS and paste it over here, I can see this rotation looks similar to the string which is given to us in the output. So both these strings for gigs gigs and for gigs gigs are completely equal, and I can say that this original string, if I rotate it, I'll be getting this string, right? And hence the output for this test case comes out to be true. So in the output, you will be printing 1. Fine. So now let's say to understand what if the output comes out to be 0 or let's say false. What are the test cases possible, right? So now let's say what I'll be doing. This is this original string ABCD and this is the rotated string. So let's say out different rotations of this original string to get a clear understanding, right? So ABCD. Now what I'll be doing, I'll be rotating it. So just a single character. So the rotated string will be BCDA. Now one more try. So ABCD, and I'll be pasting this AB at the end. So CD and AB. So I'll be doing ABCD. One more possibility, that is ABC. Put it at the end. So that would be D, A, B, and C. And the other possibility is taking the entire string ABCD. Okay, so I'll be taking the entire string, and if I take the entire string and rotate it, so that would be ABCD. Right. So these are four different possibilities. Right. Now, can you see this CBDA as any of the output? No, I cannot see. This is BCDA, this is CDAB, DABC, and this is ABCD. No, I cannot see. And hence it comes out to be that this rotation is not of this string because the output does not match. So the output for this comes out to be 0. That is false, that this is not the rotated string of this original string, right? So that is what the question is trying to ask you, that basically you'll be given two strings, find out whether the second string is the rotation of the original string or the first string or not. Okay, I hope you got the clear understanding of the question. Now let's try to understand how to solve this question. Okay, so the thinking is very much based upon trying out different test cases, trying out how to solve the test case, right? So what I'll be doing, I'll be taking the example of this ABCD, right? So as I mentioned over here, let's say, let me copy this entire thing. Yeah. So this is ABCD, right? This is the original string. And now let's say if I want to check for the rotation of it. Now let's say if I have one different rotation of this string and the rotation is CDAB. Okay. So now what I can do in order to find out whether this rotation of this original string or not, what I will be doing, I will be simply appending this ABCD string. This is the original string. What I'll be doing, I'll be simply taking one more original string. That is, I will take one more ABCD and append it over here. So basically, this is the concatenation of this original string twice. And now I will look for this rotation inside this concatenated string. So can I find this CDAB or not in this concatenated string? And let's call this string as temporary string. Okay, can you find this CDAB? You can compare them character by character. So this character does not match. So B, it does not match. C, it matches, right? So if any of the character matches, I will be finding out and comparing the rest of the characters. So after C, I can see D. D also matches over here. After D, I can see A. A also matches. And after A, B also matches. So I can see that this CDAB is also present over here. Hence, it comes out to be that the rotation CDAB, which was given over here, is of this original string, right? So simply just concatenate the original string twice and then just compare or find the rotated string over here. Okay, so that is what the question is trying to say. Okay, so that was the entire algorithm, and now let's quickly write down few of the steps of the algorithm. Okay, so let's start. So now over here we don't need to worry about the length of this string, right? Because it has been mentioned in the question that s1 and s2, both of them are going to be of equal length, so you don't need to worry about the length of this string. So now what I'll be doing, first of all, I will be needing a temporary string, that is concatenation of both this string, right? So both this string means the original string, that is s1. So I have concatenated them and I got the temporary string. So now inside this temporary string, what I need to do, I need to find out the string s2. So the second step is to find whether s2 is a substring of temp or not. And now if yes, then you can simply print 1 in the output, and if the output comes out to be no, then you can print 0 in the output, right? So that is how simple this question is. And now let's try to write down the coding implementation for this same. So let's start. Okay, so here is the implementation for the algorithm which we already saw right now. And now over here, what I've done, I've written down the entire algorithm in Java, but the same can be implemented in other languages, right? So the first step is to find the temporary string, that is concatenation of string s1, that will be twice. So this is my temporary string. And now I need to check whether this s2 is present as a substring inside this temporary or not. So I can use an inbuilt method present over here in Java, that is contains. So this method checks whether the argument which you have passed is the substring of this original string or not. So basically it will check whether s2 is the substring present inside temporary string or not. If it is present, then contains method will return true, and this if condition will be executed. So you can simply return true over here. And if this not contain, this s2 is not present as a substring, then you can return false over here, right? So that is the entire logical implementation part. So let's try to submit this and let's see. So as we can see that the problem has been successfully submitted, right? So now let's analyze the time and space complexity of this approach. So the time and space complexity over here, this time complexity will be order of s1, because I can see s1 and s2, both of them are of same length. So you can consider it as 2s, that is the length of this string, or you can see it as 2n, right? But the space complexity overall comes out to be order of n, that is the length of the string s1. And what about the time complexity? So the time complexity is based upon this contains method. So this contains method works on length of this string, right? It works on the length of this string which you have passed as an argument. So the contains method is also going to take order of n time complexity. So that was it for in this video. I hope you really enjoyed the solution part, and if you really enjoyed the solution part, do hit the like button and share it with your friends. So I'll be meeting you in the next video. Thank you.